shadow beneath your feet is not your own.
Hey, here you are. Nice. I've got an idea for a new...
Here, take it and get to work. Easter eggs from stream. I want it on our channel by noon.
But there is so much. I won't be able to voice over all of it.
You don't have to. Job is almost done. Just grit, speed and whole lot of editing.
But I thought we were going to record it together, otherwise, what's the point?
Well, let's see. Are you ArkNights lore expert?
Nah, not really.
Maybe you rewatched all videos for those 6 past years and you remember every frame, Easter eggs and crucial moments?
Nope.
Well, at least you can memorize all those time codes that I wrote for ya.
These all are time codes? I gotta do the job.
Okay, and now we can finally devote time for real ArkNights conversers. Let's get this party started. With the Endfield developer stream, by the way, congratulations to everyone who voted for the devs appearing instead of character avatars, several wonderful PVs were released. The main one, without a doubt, was Back to Endfield, along with the song of Starset, We Are Empire, written specifically for the game, and devs didn't meet their chance to take advantage of this, giving old-timers like me a few references, things that we already know. I looked for videos on this topic and only found one, about the kettle. Because the Endfield audience often hasn't played ArkNights nearly as much as their average player like me did. So here we are with this video. By the way, the trailer by Wild Republic has a cipher pointing to the coordinates of Sagrada Familia, whose construction is also said to be completed in 2026. So the trailer itself shows us that Endmin was inside the assimilated universe. It's hard to argue with that. At 042, Shaihi is in a room with many monitors looking alike at TV or old CRT monitors. Something similar appeared in ArkNights' first concept trailer at 221. At 314, we most likely see a continuation of the RG. At 320, Perlika stands in the same pose as Amiya.
Hey, I remember that. That's from the second trailer, right?
At 333, time slows down, and we can clearly see that there is an ArkNights legend, the kettle, flying with Gilberta. This kettle can be obtained in all roguelike seasons, and it originally appeared because, according to Colts' story, the doctor used to prepare instant noodles in a very unusual way, eating the noodles and spices first, and then pouring boiling water over everything from this kettle. This kettle later appeared multiple times, for example in ArkNights Rhodes Island Tomorrow at 219. Additionally, kettles can be seen on both of Elysium's skins. And the final scene with the operator gathering is a reference to a similar scene once again in the first concept trailer. Now let's move to the mission trailer. This video's theme song is Datura by Craywolf, the author of Somniomancer Null Set, the wonderful soundtrack of Master's Travels. I added it to my playlist back when I first heard it after Somniomancer, and I believe this won't be the composer's last appearance in the game. And here we're getting bombarded with Easter eggs right from the beginning. At 14th second, we see a flower meadow clearly associated with Teresa. It will also be there at the start of the game. At 22nd second, we see the Stargate, gates through which we moved from Terra to Talos 2. They appeared in IS-4, so I think the Collapsals and the ArkLore have some kind of connection. These gates were also shown in first concept trailer at 320. At 35th second, we see Endmin's awakening in UWST, the United Workers Syndicates of Talos 2, the local analog of USSR. In ArkNights, Doctor awakened in Chernobog, part of Ursus Empire, which is an analog of Russian Empire in ArkNights. At 327, we see an inscription on Terra's alphabet, Awaken Test Fusion, reflected and mirrored. In the 5 Sparks the Shatter the Darkness video, I found not that much Easter eggs, just already mostly known ones. Peace Stewards of Dolly, the Lord of Beasts and Nadel Noman, also known as Eyjafjalla and Ardelia Companion. The Pogranichnik's weapon resembles those whip swords used by instructor-type guards such as Zofia /Nero and Pallas. That's everything I found so far, but if you know more, share it in the comments, we'll be happy to add it and credit you in the video.